Within this recording, we're going to be examining how AnyLogic, started fresh, can, with a simple click of the mouse, destroy code within custom experiments within the AnyLogic GUI. All we have to do to demonstrate this bug is to open up a custom experiment and click within the dialog box showing the code for that custom experiment. By clicking at a certain position, AnyLogic will then mangle that code, a mangling which, when saved, will destroy the integrity of the AnyLogic of the code within the AnyLogic file. As one could see, clicking on the first position deletes large areas of the code associated with this experiment, rendering that code mangled in the worst sort of way. All that was needed was to simply click within this dialog box. Now, one should be aware that this error is not exercised upon every invocation anew of AnyLogic. We're going to start up AnyLogic again. One would hope for and expect deterministic behavior from AnyLogic, wherein an error that occurs in one invocation following a series of UI interactions should surely be reproduced in another interaction. And we're going to see that whilst this is not true, with this error not occurring every time, it does occur very frequently, approximately 50% of the time, according to our dozens of experiments. So I've just opened up precisely the same file, again from scratch. We're going to go and open up the exact same experiment and click at the beginning, only to find the error not occurring. I'm going to leave this again. So the first time it did occur, following a fresh start of AnyLogic. The second time it did not. We'll try a third, fourth, and even a fifth time to demonstrate the frequency with which this error does occur, but also its non-deterministic character. This is a grievous error that can cause, when exercised, a loss of massive amounts of work and can leave less experienced AnyLogic users with files that are grossly incomplete, where large elements of their work have been destroyed. So once again, we've brought up AnyLogic here, preparing for the UI to load. We're going and clicking in here, and I'll click once again, and we see that the error does occur. It should be noted that this error appears to occur regardless of where one clicks within that code dialog associated with the properties of a custom experiment. One could click earlier or later and find the same error exhibited. It further bears note that the exact nature of the mangling of the code does seem to differ a little bit between platforms. On Mac, for example, there's less deletion of code than seems to be exhibited within AnyLogic on Linux. But distressingly, on Mac, there's also non-custom experiment code. That is code that's auto-generated rather than being created by the user, which makes its way into that dialog box. So loading AnyLogic again, we will go and try to exercise it. In this case, we see that the error does not occur. It is notable that I'm taking care to click in this fashion before the dialog box about updates to AnyLogic occur. However, it's believed that the error has been exhibited as well after that dialog box has been summoned. So it doesn't seem to depend on the sequencing with that dialog box. So here we've seen the error demonstrated twice. we're going to go through 2 more iterations of this cycle. Again, demonstrating the non-deterministic character, but as well the relatively high frequency, the distressingly high frequency with which the error occurs. Okay, so within AnyLogic, we will open up the same exact experiment, click on the same exact place. It did occur this time again. So here we have 3 out of the 4 invocations of AnyLogic. The error, in fact, has been triggered. Restarting again, we'll see if we can recreate it again. I will note in many hours of teaching with AnyLogic, I do see a similar error occurring on occasion in ways that mangle the code. And it's my sincere hope that AnyLogic product engineers could put significant effort in to make sure that this phenomenon is not repeated, as it can incur great damage to models, and trigger a great deal of user confusion as well, particularly for less experienced users. So again, opening this up, we see that the error is not triggered this 5th time. So we're 3 times out of 5 running associated with this error. The error that has been exhibited is one which does not, there's no direct indication that it's dependent upon other specific aspects of the model, such as its large size or other elements of its design, but we cannot totally rule that out. I have seen similar errors exhibited even for much simpler models, such as are used in teaching for my boot camps. So here we're going to have one final try in it, and I will then conclude the video. Okay, so one more time for the road. The error has been exhibited in the experiment, ladies and gentlemen, is a complete success. I hope that the fix to this error will be in short order an equally complete success. Thanks very much to AnyLogic personnel for their attention to this grievous bug within AnyLogic. I'm grateful for your consideration and work that you'll put in to fixing it.